Okay, it's Tuesday, September 4th, 3rd, September 3rd, I think, 2024, and I'm up here in Big Cottonwood Canyon again in the Wasatch Mountains of northern Utah. I'm on a Mill D trail today, named after the fourth of, I don't know, 17 or 19 or something like that, lumber mills that were built up here in the 19th century. And it was a little chilly this morning. I've got a jacket on, but I think I'm about warmed up. I think I might be getting ready to shed the jacket. It was in the mid-50s this morning. I think it was 54 degrees up here, which if you're just standing around is kind of chilly, but if you got a jacket on and you're hiking uphill, it's not quite as cold that way. This is a beautiful trail. I love this trail. Kind of parallels the canyon for a little ways, and then it's gonna loop around and go, let's see, I guess that'd be north. Good day for a hike. Okay, just over half a mile in. I think I shed the jacket. I was debating this morning about putting a base layer on under this shirt, and I decided against it because I knew I'd have the jacket and I didn't want to be too warm. But the jacket is just a little bit too much, and this shirt without a base layer is just not quite enough. It's not cold really, but it's just a little chilly. So, note to self, next time you think about putting on a base layer, put on a base layer. Here's the trail. Gets a little bit rocky here. That's the trail going forward. Okay, so the goal today is to make it up to one of these high mountain lakes called Dog Lake. Not sure why it's called Dog Lake. It doesn't look like a dog, and I doubt I'm going to see any dogs up there. And I bet you there's no dog fish in that lake either, but nevertheless, somewhere along the way somebody called it Dog Lake, and apparently the name stuck, so Dog Lake it is. I say that's the goal because there might be a couple of things that could impact that a little bit. One is my right knee. Traditionally, or for the last couple of years, my left knee has kind of been my weak point, and this year, just these last couple of months, for some reason my right knee has been having some intermittent pain, and it kind of comes and goes. I have good days and bad days, and I haven't yet figured out what makes a good day good or a bad day bad, but today so far is a pretty good day. But so anyway, there's that, and then I've been reading some reviews on AllTrails. You maybe hear some water down there, the river running down to the Big Cottonwood, and several of the recent reviews just in the last couple of weeks, there was like 4 of them I think that mentioned seeing a mother moose with a calf up here. And for those of you who may not know, a mother moose is going to be very, very protective of her calf. So much so that they can be kind of dangerous to people. And you might be thinking, well, it's just a moose, it's not a bear. Bears have sharp claws and sharp teeth, and a moose doesn't have any of that. But you got to remember, a moose can weigh like 800 or 900 pounds, and it can run something crazy like, I don't know, 30 miles an hour or something like that. And so anytime you combine, you know, something that weighs 800 or 900 pounds, can run way faster than me, and has a bad attitude, that's not anything you want to mess with, really. So if I see this moose, you can be sure I'm going to give her a very wide berth, even to the extent that I'd rather just, you know, turn around and walk back down than to even inadvertently challenge this moose in any way. So between the potential for a non-preferred moose encounter and the potential for, you know, some hike ending knee pain, I may or may not make it all the way up to Dog Lake. So we'll just have to see how the day goes. So far so good though. So I brought like 4 bottles of water with me, which I think should be enough, really. But it's nice to know I have a water source here. If I need it, I do have a Life Straw, which is a filter that, you know, allows me to take water out of a nice clear stream like this and not have to worry about bacteria and such. About 1.5 miles in, I think, and you can see the sun just starting to come up over this part of the canyon. Been hiking in the shade all morning, and for a while longer too, I think. It's 10 minutes to 9, or 10 minutes after 9, I forget which. It's around 9 o'clock, and just now seeing the first bits of sunshine on the trail. It's been a very nice trail to follow. Man, I don't know who maintains this or how often, but this has been a great trail. This is the fork in the road. So Desolation Lake is another one that I thought I'd like to try sometime, but not today. Today is Dog Lake. So I'm going this way. It says it's a little over 1/2 mile, which means I think I'm just under 2 miles in. Just under 2 miles in, and there is that moose. Oh my goodness. I do not want to be here. I don't know if you can see her. I'm going up this way. I'm going to see if I can get farther up the Desolation Lake Trail. See if I can see her. I don't want to be on the Dog Lake Trail if she is. So I've been waiting about, I don't know, I'd say 10 or 15 minutes here. I saw the calf, and the mother weren't really together. The calf was just walking across here and then turned and went uphill. And I don't see the mother anymore. I think they both might be up in there. But I think they're heading away from the trail. So that's good. So that's the calf right there. Okay, well, both mother and calf appeared to be quite content to just stay off the trail and hike back up hill to their home. So they were walking the opposite direction, and so kind of cleared the way for me to keep going. So we'll see if we can make it all the way to the lake. We'll see if we run into any other wildlife along the way. Shouldn't be too much farther to the lake, I don't think. I'm up here above most of the aspens now, into the conifers. This hike gains 1,400, 1,500 feet, something like that in elevation. Ends up at an elevation of like around 8,800 feet. And so this is Dog Lake. Sounds like there's some other people already up here. It's a high mountain lake, but it's not nearly as pretty as Lake Mary. This is just kind of ordinary looking. But it's where I wanted to hike to, so here I am. Okay, I just spent some time talking to those girls over there. They came up a different way. They came up kind of the opposite way I did. So, and they say it's a loop trail. But this is the far side of the lake here. I'll be going back down that way. The moose encounter was uneventful, thankfully, and turns out my knee feels pretty good. So spend a little bit of time up here and then head back down. Okay, I'm on the way back down, and starting to cloud up a little bit. It wasn't supposed to rain until this afternoon, if at all, but you never know. Might get a little sprinkle. Mostly what it does is just kind of cool it off. It's quite a bit cooler when the sun goes behind the cloud, or cloud comes in front of the sun. You know how that goes. So if it starts to get wet, I might stop and put on my jacket. We'll see. Hear that chipmunk? All right. Okay, just past where the moose was on the way up, and no sign of the moose on the way down. So they must be back up the hill taking a snooze. Got a little bit of rain a while ago, but you know, it was Utah rain, not Florida rain. So you know, you barely get wet in Utah rain. So it wasn't bad at all. And the sky has cleared back up again. So it looks like good weather for the rest of the way down. It's a relatively flat portion of the trail. So this trail is very similar in length anyway to Malin's. Malin's Peak, we called it, up there in front of Mount Ogden, just east of Ogden. And so this is about the same distance. I think Malin's is a little bit steeper. I think Malin's is an average incline of like 14%, and this is average 12. Either that or Malin's is 12 and this is 10, I forget which. So pretty comparable though. Different scenery though, different kind of hike, but very nice. I've enjoyed this one. So that's where I've been. I was looking back up the trail, and that's where I'm going, up over there. Okay, getting back down now to where you can see the road and hear the traffic on the road, the canyon road, every now and then. And you know, I haven't looked at any of this video yet, so I don't know if the moose shows up on any of the video or not. It may not, you know. An iPhone camera isn't necessarily the best wildlife camera available. And truth be told, I probably was a little bit more cautious around the moose than I needed to be. I spent most of my time just hiding from it. You know, but that's one of those things where it's probably better to err on the side of caution, right? That's what I was thinking anyway. So if you feel like you missed out on a moose sighting, I'm telling you, all you got to do is just get up early one morning and come up Mill D North Fork Trail from Big Cottonwood Canyon. When you get to the place where the trail forks and you can go to Desolation Lake, I almost guarantee you'll see a moose. So don't know if my video saw a moose or not, but I saw a moose. It was a good hike, good day. Interesting.